The foundation coming at you with my Cowboys off-season video. It's gonna be a two-parter because I don't want to make a whole, you know. So the new season is about to begin. People starting to designate tags. Free agency starts less than a month. The NFL Combine is next week. So I just want to talk about a few things going into that. I haven't made a Cowboys video in a while. I had my tantrum about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. The reason I'm bringing them up is because the Eagles up is because it is a copycat league, and one thing that I did see that it made me very jealous of them is the way they built their roster. It was a very solid roster up and down. Because what hurt the Cowboys this year is when we lost players. It was very obvious. It was painfully obvious when we lost players. Like if I had to put it in an example, Cowboys top guys up here, their bottom guys down here. The gap was bad. The Eagles, their top guys was up here, but their bottom guys was up here. Not too much of a gap. The only one that was very noticeable was the Wentz to Foles. And you saw how the rest of the roster rose up and didn't make it seem like it was a, there are some guys missing from the team. You didn't even know they were gone. You wouldn't even notice that they were gone and all that. So we're going to be chasing them this year. I got my I got my text. Oh my God. There was one time I had to turn off my notifications for my texting, because people that's non-Eagle fans or whatever, they just want to dig at me. which I deserve. I don't care, it hurt and it got me irritated. It irritated me, but then, yeah, whatever. There's sometimes I need to sleep though, so that's what bothered me even more. And then, with some other, couple co-workers and all that, and our general manager, they love flaunting in front of me now. And, the only reason why I'm upset about that part is that I was upset about that part was just because prior to that, the argument was, and it was so easy, because they always would walk into him. You guys never do nothing since 1995. And you guys did what? I don't want to hear about NFC championships. I don't want to hear about NFC East championships. I don't want to hear even a Super Bowl appearance. What did you guys do to make like you guys are superior? Nothing. And then they'll go, and then but now I can't use that anymore, which sucks. But all NFC East teams was doing this to the Eagles. Every time, that was our number one thing. This pile on. You guys didn't do it. You guys didn't do it. And I don't blame them for coming back just as hard. Sometimes being kind of irritating. For being a Cowboy fan or Giants fan or Redskins fan, because we pushed it right in their face, and if they're gonna push it back, you just deal with it. But anyway, as far as the Cowboys concerns are going, the coaches, as with that being said, I do like the Alexander hire. I don't know how he is personality wise, but seems like he's a good teacher in that. And our offensive line, we don't need a guy that's hooting and hollering, and stuff like that, because our offensive line is very businesslike and all that. And that was the thing too, with our left guard situation and our swing tackle situation. I don't know whether it was a miscommunication there between Pollock and Linehan, but something wasn't agreeing to each other there and everything. So I don't know if it was that Pollock was like, hey, we got to get Chaz Green on the field. He's our best five. and maybe Linehan didn't agree, or maybe it was opposite. Whatever. But I would, like, we need to bring in someone to be there, but then also either draft or get another free agent at the left guard position to make it a competition wise. As far as like whoever we put in, it's not gonna, like I said, it's not gonna be a drop off. Swing tackle, same thing. If we bring a guy, draft a guy, we have to make sure it's not a thing where Tyron is better than them at 60%. I would rather have Tyron being better than the guy at 85, 90%. Then that is more understandable. But 60% is still better than the guy backing you up is pathetic. So that being said, Lal, another guy, very good teacher of route running. A lot of people is going to talk about, like, I don't think Dez and the other wide receivers need a guy that's screaming at them and all that. Someone to actually break it down for them and all that. Like, not saying that these guys are not going to hold them accountable. What teaching does is hold people accountable. Our favorite, pretty much everybody's favorite hire, including mine, is the Rashad hire. He's gonna do what Eberflus did, run the practices and everything, but plus with a young secondary which showed a lot of promise, it's gonna help out a lot, and bring a new idea. To me, hopefully the idea is I've liked the idea of position flex, but one thing that I miss that we used to do is what Seahawks was very good at. You're great at this, do it. You do that at your best possible 100%. That's the best thing you do. You go after it. That's what you do. And that's the thing. It doesn't hurt to have someone that can do it, but having everybody kind of like, oh, if we mix and match, it's not gonna matter. Nah, it gets like, that's why the play goes down and all that. But the most head scratcher one is obviously the Kellen Moore one. Brian Broaddus from Cowboys.com kind of like put it in my head when I started joking around about this with a couple people. Linehan think, because Brian Brown is talking about when your position coaches have their meetings and then they have to report to the coordinator and to the head coach and all that. I was thinking, because that did push more to be the quarterback coach and all that. He signed off on it and everything. And what made me laugh was made me joke in my head, and and it could benefit in a way. How we joke around that Linehan is or Moore is Linehan, Linehan's son. And what got me thinking was that when they're in the quarterback meetings and all that, maybe that goes to him and goes, I want to run more this type of stuffs and all that. I want to do this, do that. I want to call this kind of type of plays more, and everything. And then when he has a meeting with his dad, when he meets with his dad, and then he starts telling him, maybe that trust factor between Linehan and Moore will open up the eyes and ears of Linehan. I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion. I'm just saying that it could be something that benefits Dak and all that. That's the main thing and everything. So I don't know how long this video is, but I'm gonna stop it right now and let this upload, and I'll put my new video out after that. All right, mahalo for watching, Paniola boys, and like always, go Cowboys.